What's up, everybody? What's going on? What is going on, man? All right. Normally, I'll be making fitness content, funny fitness content, or whatever y'all want to call it. I'm funny. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'm funny. But today's gonna be a little bit different of a video. It's gonna really be more of like to talk about like mental health and how important it is, because a lot of people don't know how important it is. Maybe you younger folk haven't really experienced this side of health and fitness, right? Today we're going to talk about mental health and some of the things that I've been dealing with, that possibly some of you guys are dealing with, and we're just going to kind of dive right into this. So let's get on with it. Now, the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to this mental health stuff is the anxiety portion. I personally have dealt with it. I know a lot of people that are dealing with anxiety, and it kind of stems from many different things. It could stem from trauma. It could stem from like having like obsessive compulsive, which is something else we'll talk on. It can stem from many different things. Now, once again, I'm no freaking mental health expert, but I'm just going off of personal experience. The anxiety can really have like a chokehold on you. You know what I'm saying? Like it really can hinder you from doing a lot of things. And I just want, depending on where your anxiety stems from, the one thing I can tell you that might help some of you is to not give into your triggers. Understand what triggers your anxiety, and then during those moments of maybe a spiral or a panic attack or something like that, try your best. Now, it's easier said than done, but try your best to understand that it is just a trigger, and 9 times out of 10 you're fine. You're safe. Okay? I don't know if you guys have social anxiety, but social anxiety really stems from thinking that people are, one, always out to get you, or two, being afraid to be seen, or to, you know, or to just be in front of other people and all having eyes on you and stuff like that. And I tell you this, I can speak from experience from like possibly being in the gym or something like that. Don't nobody give a damn. Everybody is so vain nowadays. Most people have some narcissistic tendencies. Everybody is really in their own world, right? Or they're listening to Not Like Us in their headphones and they zoned in, right? So when it comes to the gym, I think one thing that could help you get over your social anxiety is just understanding that everybody is in their own world and you should be too, right? Now, the depression aspect. Now, I personally have not suffered from depression, but I have had some depressive moments, right? And that is where you kind of feel like why am I even here? What am I even doing here? Why do I exist, right? And I'll try to help you out. You matter, right? You're on this planet, you have a purpose. It may not be fulfilled yet, but you are teaching a valuable lesson to somebody or even yourself. You're important. All right. People don't really come into their own until their 30s, right? So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Now, once again, this isn't the therapy episode of Sean's YouTube, right? This is just me trying my hardest to help you, because I've been going through some things over the last 2 years, and I do believe that I'm making some headway, and I just want to feel I always want to share my successes with you guys, right? And I always want to share my story. This is my channel, and hopefully you guys are here for the right reasons, and you're here to follow my journey, whether it be fitness, whether it be with my mental health. You know, I want to go on a journey to becoming a stoic. You know, I want to be stoic. I need to. And this is something that I encourage you people to do too, right? Try not to get moved off center. That's something I struggled with over this last year, and I ain't struggling with it no more. At this point, if it's something that I can't control personally, then I'm gonna let somebody else handle it. Get somebody else to do it. Y'all remember that meme? It's not supposed to be a funny video, but you get me, right? And that leads into the next point, is like my emotions. I in the past, when I was younger, I struggled with like anger and stuff like that, and I get real hot and stuff like that. And a lot of times it was about things that I can't control. So I just need to learn to let go, right? If it's something that I cannot control in that current moment, I just need to not worry too much about it and then shift my focus onto something that I can control. Like making these videos. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I took a week off of making videos because it was starting to get stressful, and I was starting to take YouTube a little personally. Like, you know, I would make videos and I would pump videos out, and I would, I was doing it. I started to lose the sight of doing this for fun. And I started to, like, I wouldn't get views on a certain video, and I started to get pissed about it. And so I had to step away for a week, and what that did was it revitalized or revived my want to do this again. I wanted to do this. I like doing this, man. I like turning on this camera and talking to it. You know, I've got another training vlog coming out. I like bringing the camera with me and getting after it. So it's like, why worry too much about the views and worry too much about everything when I can just do what I want to do, right? There's no damper on my channel. There's nobody telling me that I have to make this specific type of video every single week, right? It really can be a microcosm of different videos, right? My page is not just fitness, although I am a fitness coach, and fitness is the world that I've been in for the last, 6 years. Well, longer than that, way longer than I've been in that world, like 15 years, but I've been a coach for the last 6 years, and so I automatically assume I have to be doing fitness. But I can do stuff like this, right? I can sit here and talk and try to help anybody. If it's just one person that I help, then I'm happy, you feel me? So I have to learn to let go, all right? If that person don't wanna be with you, let them go. All right, you know what I'm saying? Because there's somebody that's gonna want to be with you, and they're in your face right now. They're around you right now. And then let that person go, so that, like, say, you let that person go, it puts you in a position to meet that person that you should be with, right? Say you're a fitness coach and somebody doesn't want to work with you for whatever reason. Okay. All right, go out there and find the coach that best suits you. We gonna be all right over here. It's gonna be somebody that comes along and comes into the fray that does want to work with me, right? This isn't a real video game. Like, there are some things that you can't control, and getting bent out of shape over it or getting anxious or depressed over it is not gonna do you any good, but kind of ruin your health, right? Your cortisol is gonna spike. Your damn sleep is gonna suffer. Your damn, TMI, sorry mom, but stuff down there ain't gonna be working, right? You're gonna lose your hair, you're gonna get the pimples. It's all not good, right? So just try your hardest to let it go. Now, OCD, right? I don't suffer with OCD, but I do have some obsessive compulsive mannerisms. Y'all, and let me tell y'all what happens, right? When I go to the bathroom at work and I gotta go, I gotta go handle some business, if you know what I mean. I gotta go drop the Browns off at the Super Bowl, if you know what I mean. That was TMI. Sorry, y'all. Bro, I can't stop unlocking and locking the door back to make sure it's locked. That's OCD. Somebody's whistling. Can y'all hear that? Anyway, that's OCD. I got OCD, y'all. At least obsessive compulsive disorder when it comes to the bathroom. And I'll tell you where that comes from. When I, at my job, there's 2 bathrooms in the back corner. And one time, I went to go use the bathroom. I opened the door and pulled it, and it was a dude with his booty cheeks out. And I was like, oh, I don't want that to be me, y'all. I don't want that to be me. So now I make sure that bad boy is locked. So I'm hitting it, clank. I'm making sure it's locked, because I do not want nobody looking at my booty cheeks or my meat, if you know what I mean. And I was told by a client of mine who was trying to help me with it, because he used to like the neurological and the psychological components of things. And he told me, he was like, what is the worst thing that's gonna happen if you forget to lock the door? And I told him, somebody's gonna see my booty cheeks. And he was like, okay, well, why don't you press the lock one time, say to yourself, I locked it, and go about your business. And I tried to implement that and I failed, but it's very good advice. I need to take it. I need to take the advice. Now, addiction. That's the next part of the mental health. I personally don't have an addictive personality, but I do feel like there are times where I'm addicted to some things like sugar. I go through spurts of being extremely addicted to sugar where I'm eating candy and like, I just bought some damn Biscoff cookies. Like I can't stop eating the damn Biscoff cookies. And that one could be a stress thing. Like I'm stressed out, so I tend to eat sugar, which goes back into the whole like the anxiety and everything like that. Or I could have a freaking stomach parasite. I'm hoping it's not number 2, but I know there are some people out there that struggle with stronger addictions than sugar, right? Alcoholism, struggling with drugs, corn, if you know what I mean. There are many things that people probably struggle with that is worse than sugar. And now where I don't know how to help you with that, because I'm not a professional, I just think that you should go see a professional. If you know you struggle with the addiction, which a lot of people who are addicted to certain things don't know they're addicted, right? But definitely if it's hindering your life, please go seek a professional. Please get helped out, man, for your sake and the people who love you and their sake. Improving your mental health will improve your life. You know, it changes the way you see things. It changes your perspective on things, because a lot of times, especially me personally with my anxiety, I see things as out to get me, out to harm me. And it's crazy, right? It's like, sometimes I know that that's not the truth, but the anxiety inside of me is telling me that it is the truth, right? Now, this isn't a pity party for me. I'm beating this and I'm gonna win and I'm gonna become a better man for it, right? So don't think, I don't want nobody in the comments, and here it goes, right? But people look at people with mental health issues as weak, right? Not knowing that everybody deals with mental health issues. We all do. There's an aspect of our lives that nobody's perfect. So if you're one of those people that thinks that people are weak because they have mental health issues, then you're part of the problem. I'm gonna be straight up. You're part of the problem. You're the reason why people struggle to come out about their mental health. I'm just gonna be real. And I can't stand that shit, dude. Have a little bit of sympathy for people who are struggling with these things. Not everybody has the courage and the strength to beat it. Not everybody has the means to beat it. Therapy is very expensive. So they're trying to do it in their own way. Now, where I can see people getting upset with certain people is when they don't try to do anything about it, right? When it just becomes this woe is me type deal. Don't wallow in your self-pity. That's one thing I don't think you should do. And I'm not gonna call anybody weak for that, but I'm gonna say that it's not good to sit and wallow in the self-pity. I'll say that, okay? But if you're somebody that calls people weak because they have mental health, you're part of the problem. Distance yourself from your distractions. Get away from the distractions. Anything that distracts you from your purpose and your goal in life, get away from it, okay? And it doesn't matter, whatever your goal is. If your goal is to be a painter and you find yourself doom scrolling on TikTok, I'm guilty of it sometimes. I'm not a painter, but get away from the distractions. Save that for when you have finished your task. I think that's something that I can do better at, right? Doom scrolling on TikTok and Instagram and damn Reddit or Crunchyroll or any of those, sites that you can get lost in them for hours. definitely get away from the distractions. That'll help you out. Focus on things that can progress you, right? So reading books, journaling, listening to quality podcasts, and I say quality podcasts. And then I'll go on a side rant in a second. Any hobby that is lucrative. So like you could possibly find a side hustle from another hobby, right? Doing stuff like this is going to kind of put your mind at ease, right? Now, it's not your main job. Your main job is your main job. And if you're not old enough to have a job, get you a hobby that could possibly one day turn into something. And then you can do it and you'll have fun doing it, which will take your mind off of all the crazy shit that's going on in your life. And then, like I mentioned before, if you can't control it, don't let it control you, right? You have to make sure that you have everything under control within yourself, right? Control yourself. But hey, anyway, I was gonna go off in a side rant. No, I'm not, because this is already a 20-minute video. So that'll be for another day. Thank you guys for listening to this video. If you found it informative, please hit that like button and please subscribe. Please subscribe, help your boy out. This is my hobby, but it's also my dream to do YouTube. So please go ahead and subscribe for your boy, hit the like button, and I've with y'all the long way.